My 20th boyfriend, 27M, keeps trying to have sex with me in public. We've been in a relationship for 3 years, but his obsession with public sex started last year. He tries to seduce me and feel me up in random places like the movie theater, in McDonald's, in the grocery store. He literally asked me to go around the back of the building to have sex, even when we go for walks. I have to keep telling him to stop because I don't want to do it in public places. Call me boring, but it just screams trashy, plus to my knowledge it's not legal. He's like there's not even many people around because of COVID, which isn't true. My country is living pretty normally as we have it controlled. I don't get why he wants to do the nasty in public. We have sex nearly every day. It's not like I'm deriving him of it. I'm contemplating just giving in and doing it. I don't know though, because I'm not comfortable with the idea of it. Help! Exclamation mark. He started a relationship with you when you were 17. He doesn't take no for an answer. He tries to manipulate you by calling you boring. He tries again, and again. This guy was probably looking for someone young and pliable. Now that you've malfunctioned and are standing up for yourself, he'll have to dump you and get another young one. Do you honestly think, once you've agreed once, he's gonna be satisfied and stop? This is really weird that he keeps going on about it. It's not your thing. He doesn't treat you like a equal who doesn't want to do that because he doesn't consider you an equal. He got you young so you wouldn't have any relationship norms and he could easily manipulate you. I'm contemplating just giving in and doing it. I don't know though, because I'm not comfortable with the idea of it. Do not give in. Trust your gut here. You know that you don't want to engage in this particular sexual activity. That's your truth. Stick to it. There's a deeper issue here where he isn't respecting some pretty clear boundaries that you're setting up. It would be bad enough if he kept trying to convince you with words, but he's even touching you to try to change your mind. He simply has to respect your feelings on this. This isn't the sort of thing you should do out of obligation. Get the fuck away from him, no brainer. He's 7 years older than you. He's a man-child. Not to mention that he was 24 when they started dating when Op was 17. Sweating face. There is a reason a 24-year-old goes for a 17-year-old. Do not give in to his pressure. Public sex is absolutely illegal and we live in a world with cameras everywhere, and I doubt you want to find a video of yourself having sex behind a grocery store all over the internet. Sit your boyfriend down and tell him you are not having sex with him in public, that your no is final and he needs to respect it and stop being inappropriate with you in public places. If he argues with you, or continues the behavior, then he doesn't respect you and you should consider ending the relationship. Never, ever give in to a sexual, or other, demand that makes you uncomfortable. Someone that loves you wouldn't want you to. There's also a big risk of being arrested for indecent exposure and all lewd acts. Forget about explaining that to your family and friends, and it will come up every time someone Googles your name or you apply for a job for the rest of your life. All for something you don't even want to do. My BF won't stop farting on my cat. Boyfriend won't stop farting on my cat. My boyfriend, 22 meters, and I, 20F, live together. I brought my cat with us to the new place and he won't stop farting on her. It's gotten so bad to where whenever he feels like he needs to fart, he'll search for her so he can fart on her. I doubt she cares because she's a cat, but I've told him to stop being mean to her and he says that's just how he shows affection towards her. But he doesn't fart on me, so that doesn't make sense. I'd got to do. I've asked him to stop but he just can't apparently. He said he has to. He just likes stinky pussy apparently. Try farting on his face, that'll do. Fart on his dong. TBH, I feel awful for the cat. This was the most hilarious notification I've gotten from Reddit. He doesn't fart on me, so that doesn't make sense, at me spitting out my drink. This post almost turned me, 35F, asexual. Thank you. BF is upset with me because I expressed my feelings of hurt from him. My BF, 27M, and I, 24F, were invited to a mutual friend's place for a game night last night. We see each other lots, so they are a part of our cohort, and I had to work until about 7 o'clock last night. Normally my BF and I go to our friend's place together, but last night I texted him saying that I was done and I was on my way to pick him up, and he just responded, "I'm already there with Brad." Fake name. Brad is the roommate. I've already had some issues with Brad. He likes to control everyone around him, especially my BF since they live together. Anyways, I asked my BF what happened to us going there together like we normally do, and he didn't respond. 45 minutes later, he said, "Come by yourself, you're not a fucking child." And that's where my feelings got hurt. I didn't mind showing up by myself, I was the DD for him and Brad. Then he had the audacity to call me a child because I hadn't shown up yet. Told him that if he's gonna be rude to me, that I wasn't driving him home. I then continued to ask as a confirmation what number our friend's place was because I didn't want to walk into someone else's place by accident. All my BF said was, "You'll figure it out." Which irked me more, and I said, "Babe, seriously, I just need the number." His response was, "The house I'm in." I get there, everyone was super happy to see me and vice versa, but once my BF rounded the corner and seen me, he said all sarcastically, "Oh look, you found the place." So I pulled him aside and said, "Your sarcasm is hurting my feelings right now. If you keep it up, I won't be very fun to be around." Which I guess he didn't take it seriously, because he kept making jokes about me, and sly comments. Everyone could see me just deflate. By 11 I told everyone I was leaving, asked my BF and Brad if they wanted a ride, and they said no. So I went to leave and my BF blocked the door, said I wasn't allowed to leave until I gave him a kiss. I told him no several times. He kept pushing for a kiss until I raised my voice at him. So today I messaged him, asking if we could talk about what happened last night, and how he hurt my feelings. He said there was nothing to talk about, that I'm blowing everything out of proportion, and how it feels like he's dating a 6-year-old. I tried explaining how I felt, and everything he did towards me was hurtful. He said that I was glaring at him and ignoring him, so he was acting out to annoy me. Which I told him that if he was actually acting out to annoy me to get my attention, that right there shows immaturity. I explained I just want him to acknowledge my feelings and apologize for the things he said, but he doesn't believe he did anything wrong, and that I'm overreacting. He said that he had more fun last night after I left because I was pouting the entire time, and that I was an R then and I'm an R now for bringing it up again. What should I do? Edit. I want to update everyone, I seen my BF today. We took my dog for a walk, and to the dog park. While we were there we talked about what happened this past weekend, and he apologized for being a drunk degenerate, and he explained that he continued drinking throughout the next day. He said drinking wasn't an excuse for his behavior, and that he is really embarrassed. Apparently all our friends gave him shit after I left, except his roommate. His roommate patted him on the back and said good job, which everyone else tore the roommate out as well. He said that my feelings are valid, and he was so incredibly sorry for everything he put me through. So I told him I accept his apology, but I'm gonna need more actions of him being better over words. That's really ugly behavior. Your patient efforts to bridge communication with him were admirable and even above and beyond. But at this point I wouldn't bother trying to foster mature conversation. If he doesn't sincerely own up to how he treated you and speak to you like an adult about whatever his problem was, then I think you need to reconsider how to move FWD. Speak to your family and other friends, too, and see what they think. Maybe they've noticed problematic behavior in him, for example, that you've brushed off before. You're dating a 6-year and it's not the other way around. You should dump him. Throw the whole boy away. I second that. He's 27 and an adult behaving like a petulant child. Not worth the effort. Yeah. He revealed his true colors. You need to protect yourself and end it ASAP. The longer you stay with him, the more difficult it will be to get yourself out of an increasingly toxic environment. I wouldn't be surprised if his immature friend mocks him for his relationship with you and he was being shitty to you to impress him. Either way, you are way more patient than I would have been, and you deserve much better. It doesn't sound like much of a loss. Throw the whole dude out.